If you're taking over-the-counter supplements right now, hold that thought. Supplements have been found to contain prescription or experimental drugs that has resulted in thousands of people a year going to the ER.
I can't believe this, but Florida Medical Wellness Group suggests consumers get a quick blood test to reveal if you are actually in need of any of these supplements. CEO Dr. Leonard joins us now with the very latest on this discovery. Dr. Leonard, it was great to see you again. Thank you for bringing some light to this. First of all, what kind of supplements or vitamins are we talking about, and how are they making these people sick?
Sure. So Consumer Reports in 2016 did a big expose on the vitamin manufacturing industry. And of the supplements that they tested, they found 1,000 were erroneous. Some were just not having what they printed on the label to being in the capsule or tablet. And others included prescription medications that were not supposed to be in there, or experimental drugs that were not supposed to be in there. And they found that 23,000 people were sent to the emergency room in the time that they evaluated these vitamins for taking a multivitamin, or God forbid, a kid's chewable or something along those lines. They find, so that they did that. There's a medical journal responsible, for the #1 medical journal for vitamins, for internal medicine like your wife, or for physicians, and they went to the FDA and say, look, this is your purveyance, what gives? And the FDA said, we're responsible for all food in the United States. We're really kind of concerned with salmonella and heads of lettuce and cow. And we don't have the resources to police vitamin manufacturing. What we do is we inspect and we report. So Consumer Lab says, great. You inspect them probably every 2 to 3 years. Give me your last 3 years of reports to the FDA, and the FDA refused. So they got a Freedom of Information Act and got the last 3 years of reports. And they found that 58%, the year they tested, 2016, of FDA inspections failed basic food safety standards for vitamin manufacturing, which is mind-blowing. So the odds of you going into CVS, Walgreens, wherever you buy your vitamins, taking a Nature's Bounty, Nature's Made, there's a 58% chance that you're not getting what you think you're getting. The high-risk vitamins that they're finding, and PopSci just had an article on this maybe 3 weeks ago, Popular Science, I'm a tech nerd, and they said the same.
We need people like you.
They consolidated the same data, and they said we're really finding the biggest trouble in these energy supplements, and the biggest trouble in the sex drive kind of supplements that have a lot of these inappropriate things in them, but none of them are. It's a wild west in manufacturing. So as a practitioner, I don't advise people get over-the-counter vitamins, because odds are they're not what they say they are.
Gotcha.
58% chance it's not what they say it is, according to the FDA. So we prescribe them, and drug manufacturers make vitamin D, make multivitamins, make fish oil, magnesium, and they have a very different level of standardization, because these multi-billion-dollar drug corporations that have blockbuster medications like Lipitor, Crestor, Viagra also make vitamin D, and they're held to the same accountability standards as vitamin D as they are these multi-billion-dollar drugs. So if we prescribe them through, there's a pharmacy that specializes in it. It's called Delivered Pharmacy. It has an RX in the name. That's who we use. They give you a prescription bottle of the vitamin from drug manufacturers, takes the risk out, and it's about the same price. They don't have the BOGOs or anything like that you might get in some of the retail stores, but it's at least you know you're getting what you paid for.
And that was my next question, the price. So they're around the same price.
Yeah, they're about, because it's drug manufacturers. They print these stuff.
Now, we're running out of time, but I want to make sure we talk about this blood test also that you can get to see what you actually do need to be taking.
Sure. So I get, as a practitioner, I always get asked, should I take CoQ10? And we can derive from a medical history. Should you take that, or fish oil, or multi? Or we can custom tailor your vitamins based on your physiology. And there's an easy blood test. It's covered by insurance to go and do that. It's called SpectraCell Laboratories. You can come visit us for either A, a prescription without doing that, or B, or even your own medical provider. If you use your own medical provider, just use that Delivered Pharmacy. They really specialize in finding the best vitamins for from drug manufacturers.
Right.
That's what they do. They're called the wellness pharmacy.
Gotcha.
Dr. Leonard, the alarming numbers here. I had no idea, so thank you.
Oh, thanks for
talking
having me.
about
I
this.
appreciate you.
Absolutely. You can speak with Dr. Leonard right now from your smartphone with a telemedicine visit. For more information on that, you can visit floridawell.com.
And also, if you have more questions for Dr. Leonard, we'll be conducting a Facebook Live right after the show. So be sure to find us at Florida Wellness Medical Group. We will also post that on our Great Day Live Facebook Live page, so you can find it there as well. We will be right back.